Okay, hello family, hello Copenhagen Vibe Coders, hello CPH Vibe Coders, whatever it is. We are happy to launch our course for the community. Thanks to Jesper, who is already in the call. Jesper made this wonderful course available for all the CPH Vibe Coders community. So we are going to see firsthand how to work with this course and try to prepare before the second hackathon that we will have on the 28th of February. Let's rock and roll. So, Jesper, once we go into the landing page, we find events, upcoming events, and then course. And then you have created three avatars. Could you put some words on this?
Yes, thank you, Aaron. So we have created three courses, basically to help you go from not knowing exactly what idea to build on, to have your specific idea, to build a specific idea, and to improve on your current business. And it
Hmm.
basically follows the flow for people who need a little bit more guidance or maybe don't know how to use Lovable or any other no-code tools and to build that all. If you who know exactly how to use Lovable and used it before, this course is not for you. This is for beginners who have not any clue on what they exactly are doing and need guidance. So, Aaron, if you take us down the first one, the Explore. So we will quickly just go through to explain how it is. So the Explore, the first phase you get into, the sponge phase, is to find ideas. And that comes to when you're at the hackathons, network with people, ask what is their ideas. Maybe ask any struggles they have to figure out ideas, get inspiration for others. You can also go to Reddit. Tons of people are posting about uh, problems they have, and we have put direct links to Reddit side projects, Reddit startups, and it's super great to find. And another way is also your search history. You can go to ChatGPT also, because there you're constantly asking for problems to be solved, to find answers to your problems. So it's a great way to find something to build around and to encourage the engagement. We will also will encourage you to share your thoughts in the here box, achievement box below. And these boxes will be there throughout in all the steps in the course. So we can constantly track, is it actually working for you or is it not, and where should we improve. So going to the next phase. Then we get to the selection phase. And this is very simple, is that we need to pick an idea. We are just brainstorm a ton of idea what we can do. So you take a sheet of paper or in an Excel Word document and you list all your ideas down. Then you add two categories, which is your knowledge of the specific field that is in. So you can say your industry expertise and how passionate are you actually about solving this problem. Because you also have to want to do it. And then you simply just rate them, each idea in these two categories on a scale from 1 to 5. And then you sum it and you take the average score. And then the one with the highest score, you pick that idea to continue. And then, yeah,
Yeah.
you add in the comment what it's about. The next thing is we really need to understand what is the problem. And a way to do that is that you tell a story about the problem. So it's not just, oh yeah, this is the pain and I solve it for so many people. So here we are giving an example of how you can tell your story. So for example, it says, I'm caring for my mom and feeling completely lost. I'm juggling appointments, medication, reminders, notes, text, and portals. And even with all that, I still forget things. And there are over 400 million informal caregivers in the US. People like me are unpaid, overworked, emotionally drained, and invisible. So not to read all of it. It's just quickly goes straight to the pain point. What is this person feeling, and you can build around it. Um, so here we have simply created the text boxes that you can write your uh, write it in.
Let's get into the second part, which is
Let's get
which
to the
course?
building phase finally, the
The
innovator.
innovator. Yeah.
So now we have found our idea and need to start building. So to start building, we need to figure out what is the other solution, but because your idea is not, unfortunately, not that special, somebody have already come up with it, but that doesn't mean that we can make a better solution, a better idea, a different solution. So we need to figure out what is similar apps, website solutions to our problem. And then we need to just find three competitors and figure out what is that makes them unique.
Hmm.
And then you write what is unique about them.
Okay.
The solution, we go to figure out, okay, how can we differentiate us? So here we need to figure out, okay, what is that we want to do different that these apps don't have? What is that we want to create that these competitors don't have? And to do that, you can take the information you found before on your three competitors and use our AI thinking partner to solve this issue. And you can basically just copy press on the bottom, you copy a prompt, throw it into ChatGPT, and it can help you think through how you can create a unique selling point.
Can we try the prompt now?
Yeah,
Let's see
great.
what it is. What is that prompt about? I just copied the prompt. Okay, so it looks like this.
Yeah,
Before I build, help me think through this idea. Paste your problem you're trying to solve for who here, and I wanted to
yes.
turn this into a clear solution. Great. So this prompt is being copied, and then you are going to run this
And
in
then you
your
basically just run it with ChatGPT, Grok, Gemini to help you
cloud.
define
Yeah.
what makes you different.
Yeah. Cool.
Yes. And then we go to the next step.
Which is
So here, now we need to define our prototype. Just a very simple, straight to the core, input in, input out, no more. So here we still build on what we did before, but now we are gonna figure out, okay, how will this actually look like? What features are we adding in?
hmm,
And for that, we also need to figure out the design. So here we both have mobbing, dribble, 21st step, where you can find UI components for the website. And for that, we can basically take screen dumps. We can, in the 21st step, we can copy a specific prompt for it. And then we have this product manager prompt that will help you create an implementation plan and roadmap for your app.
let me open that prompt and see what we did with the prompts here to help guide the users. I want to build this product type for this specific audience. The core features are one, two, three. Visual direction. The app should feel like what matters the most and what doesn't matter yet. Okay,
Yeah,
so that helps the them to differentiate, right?
yeah, and build
Define the
out how it will look like and feel.
look like define the prototype. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
What's next?
So then we go to the next phase. So an important part is also to sketch out your product on how you imagine it will look like. Also, so you know how data points are connected and what data you actually need to store in the database. And this you can just use the Laravel's database for that. They have a cloud that will automatically enable the moment you say you're gonna use data.
Hmm.
But to do that, we can use Figma, we can use Mirrorboard, and you just simply make a drawing. It doesn't have to be the exact colors fully or look any fancy at all. It's just so you know that, okay, I have the menu bar at top, or maybe have the menu bar to the side. This data points is connected to each other, and this is how it will work so you understand the flow visually before you start building. because then it also becomes easier to describe in the prompt for you.
Just to add one more thing to this, for people who are completely new to Figma or Miro board, I would also recommend start with Miro board if you do not know how to use Figma. I think Figma is more or less for people who understands UI UX, and that works the best. But Miro board also gives you the flow. What has to happen if I click this button? What is the next flow? So the user onboarding journey could be defined in both of these links.
Uh,
As a beginner, I would recommend Miro board, but Figma is the best. But if you could learn Figma, that will be even better.
yeah,
Yeah.
and also to add, is also a very good way for us to save credits
Mm,
because when we are working with these tools, no-code tools, it's all
mm,
about using as few credits as humanly possible. So
mm,
be able to sketch it out before we actually build it helps us
mm.
solve a lot of problems early that we don't have to solve with credits.
Absolutely. I think I even recommend people to have the flow clearly visualized in some sort of platform, and then use again ChatGPT to convert that into a step-by-step procedure or feed it to any no-code platforms. Both works. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think sketching is really important. Let's get into the next one then.
Yeah. So now we
Master
get to
plan.
the master plan, actually getting the prompts and everything so we can have the implementation plan for Lovable.
Hmm.
And this is where we put everything together: our sketch, our defined prototype, the features that we need, what is differentiate us, and the design. We get everything together in a plan, and we're
Hmm.
gonna lay out a step-by-step implementation plan on what we need to build first, and what will follow, so everything is in order.
So your prompt is basically telling the master plan, the design, brand, and the UX,
The
app
app
flow,
flow.
product skeleton, and then
Yeah,
asking the AI again to say, have you read this and understood the project and its core features? Have you
yeah,
understood the implementation plan from start to finish? Have any objections or suggestions? I think these are edge cases, right? The
yeah,
what if scenarios.
and this is also very important because you want always to get the AI to ask you question back to clarify
Mm,
things, because often maybe you don't explain it well enough. You maybe didn't add something and then it misunderstands it. So a lot of it is also about telling, okay, I want this and I don't want
mm,
that. And you have to tell both things. I
got
want
it.
X, but I don't want Y.
Mm. So let's go to the next one then.
Yes, the next one. Now we get to the building phase. We have done
Mm.
all the preparation, and now we're gonna get the AI to help us create the prompts for Lovable. And this is very simple because it's just copy paste, copy it, and paste it into Lovable.
Turn my master plan into a prompt for Lovable to start building. Create an implementation plan that divides the plan into specific steps, and these are the steps. And then now develop the
Yes.
implementation plan step by step on to how to build the product. If we are on the same page, create tasks.md as the source of truth for implementation order and create the prompt for Lovable each step. What is .md file, dude?
And that's just a file type that
And
makes
why
it.
do we recommend that?
Yeah, it's because then Lovable have you upload that file immediately, so
Hmm.
then it knows the entire plan already, but only builds
Hmm.
what you ask it to build.
Okay.
Because
Hmm.
sometimes it will go out and then we build extra things, which is not needed to begin with, and then you
Hmm.
burn 2 extra credits for no reason.
Hmm. Okay.
Uh, yeah,
And then
and
you're
then
building
we
aloud.
get into the building mode. You build it, you copy paste in the prompts, you test,
Hmm.
you edit, you refine, you
Hmm.
test, you edit, you refine, and
Hmm.
then you can add your link there to your product, and we can get access to it and see how we went. Very important,
Yeah.
remember to publish it, otherwise we
Hmm.
cannot see it.
Hmm. I think during the hackathon, we will be able to also get this data that we could
Yeah, we can also see it directly when we
see
run.
it. Yeah. So it's
Yeah,
important to, copy paste the lovable lab that you're building. So we get to also use it
yeah,
for evaluations and final jury to
yes.
review them.
And then
So it's a great.
you forgot the last step.
I got the last step. Okay. Share and post.
Yes, and the last step is to share and post the app, because
Hmm.
No app is is good without the user feedback. So we need to get it out there. That can feel terrifying and scary, as a lot of people all of a sudden will see it. But we are a community, and we have to go out there and help each other. So if you scroll a bit down, I think the hashtag should be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we use the hashtag CPH white coders, so we can find each other, go in and support each other, test each other's apps, and give each other feedback and help each other to get our web apps and products solutions out there to the world. And we have also made it very easy to create a post, so you
Yeah.
can fill in the text fields, and they will create a post for you. And you are of course welcome to copy it and then make a few extra edits to it if you would like.
Yes. You can copy it, or you can actually post it with CPH vibe coders that will directly go into sort of a post. I think we still have to copy it and then paste it like this. So you have everything ready, including the links. That's very smart, dude. Right?
Yes.
And let's go into the last course,
The
which is
last
the
one for
business.
people with a business already. Either you already have your startup and are working on your idea, or you maybe a freelancer or a business owner. You have just your own solo business to go in. So this is a little bit different because typically here you might come because you want something in your business to be maybe automated, some chance to solve because you have a goal with your business. So first, to understand your own business, we also need to kind of visualize how is the business operating, and we want to create a flow. And you can either use Figma or Miraboard to that. And it's basically just saying, okay, I have my customers, they get in, for example, through referrals, they get into my business, where I create my maybe have consultations. Those consultations is go back to the referral part, and then it's just running in a loop like that. And that's basically what this step about. Map out every steps of the way that your customer is going through your business and where you're meeting your customers and interacting with them. Because in this way you can identify, okay, where is your bottleneck in your business. And that leads us to the next thing, because now we need to visualize where is our business going. We need to get into the future. So we have just said, for example, the next 3 years. So how will your future business flow look like? So you need to imagine, where do I want to be? Maybe you are already done, maybe let's say if you're a consultant, so you do it in person, but you want to take it online. So now you have to visualize how will your entire customer journey, how will you interact with the customer, get them into your business through an online setup where you go away from the in-person ones. So now you create this future flow, and that's basically then we go into the next step, which is then, okay, now we need to identify, okay, how do we go from our current business flow to our future business flow? What is the steps that needs to happen to change our business flow? And this can be different for everyone. So, for example, if you are doing it in person and you want to do online, one thing is, well, you might have to produce content. That's one step you have to take. In order to produce content, you need more time because your calendar is filled up. So now you need to look at, okay, what are the things you need to do here?
Mm.
Next. And then we get into a bit more detail here. So now we are more going into, okay, what is the step-by-step process that we kind of have to go through to transition our business? This is more, we go for a more, I can say, high strategic point of view to a more tactical, action focused point of view on what is the first steps we have to take in order to get our business in that direction. And here it also might be good to talk to the person next to you at the hackathon, talk to the people around you, just to see, okay, does it make sense the way you are thinking, or are you completely out of it? Just to bounce the ideas and get some sanity check around it. Because the most important thing is that everything is very simple, and we tend to also make things very complex. So it's getting it to this very simple, actionable thing that is so easy to do. Because if you go, if you let's just take a very easy example. If you want to get in shape, you don't need a workout plan to get in shape and a fitness subscription. You just need to move your body. That's the simplest steps to do. Do some push-ups at home, move more. That is the easiest things to do and simplest way to actually get in shape. So you don't need all this fluff and complexity around it. And that's basically just what this step is about. Then now we get into a little bit of a cross zone, because you might now have realized that, okay, wait, I don't actually need to build anything with Lovable to solve this problem. So for you need to go out and do whatever you have to do. Because if you realize, shit, I just need to produce content for my business, then you have to go ahead and do that immediately. That's your goal for this event, this hackathon event. Don't try to build anything. You have to produce content. So let's go. We have the space. You just need to go. But for everyone who find that they can build a solution to help them, here we need to figure out what to build and sketch that out, to just as we said before during the innovator. So we are sketching it out to figure out how it will work and how everything works together. And we use again Figma and Miraboard for that. And then we're going to kind of repeat myself here a bit, because these steps are exactly the same as in the innovator for people who want to build the idea. Now we need to plan out what is the feature with the master plan prompt. We have the sketch. We can add in the pictures from our sketching, and then it will give us a master plan and a specific features to focus on. And then we can create our implementation plan with our Lovable prompt engineer. And then when we are done that, we can then start building with Lovable. And then, of course, we can share our work, see maybe does anyone else out there have the same issue as us, figure out how did they tackle it, what do they think maybe about our solution to our own problem, and do they maybe have any ideas on how we can improve it for ourselves. Because especially when you're in a business and already have one, the way you probably solve most problems is through networking and sharing your struggles and challenges with others. So yeah, even though you're not trying to sell anything, the feedback from your network and everyone around you is what will push you forward.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Jesper, for clarifying a lot of stuff. And also, this looks like a comprehensive. Time is of essence, and I think we will spend a lot of time understanding this flow as well. So for people watching this right now, plan in advance to go through the whole course material before hackathon if it's possible. If you're watching a day before hackathon, it's also understandable that you need to know which category you fit into, and it's always advisable to start at explorer and end into innovator. If you have a solid business or you're running a business currently, then this is the route you need to take, and more or less it ends with defining what you wanted to do, sketch what you wanted to create a master plan, create a Lovable prompt, and then build on Lovable. So following the steps definitely has a huge value and understanding, and then copying the same logic for every build possibly. And that is it. try to test it out, and it's actually in the homepage. All you need to do is scroll all the way to the bottom where you find course, and then you have access to this. Thank you.
Thank you.